Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome back to another interesting episode of the Critic Corp, where today we will be reviewing and discussing 3,000 Years of Longing, directed by George Miller, director of the Mad Max series, and Babe, Pig in the City, as well as the Happy Feet movies. Interesting filmography, needless to say. For those of you that are unfamiliar with our channel, my name is Jordy, and as always, I am accompanied by my two special co-hosts. We got Eric here, and of course, the one, the only, Big Daddy Toke.
How's it going, guys? We're back at it.
Another episode.
Another, another discussion about the 3,000 years.
Like I said, it was directed by George Miller, visionary director to say the least. His style is all over this movie. To start off, actors were great. Idris Elba, Tilda Swinton. I think the production design was incredible, as well as the special effects, and the story choices that they made were rather interesting. Um, but I'm gonna pass it on over to Eric.
Y'all gotta switch to somebody else. Milo's barking really quick.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, but I think I'll do it.
To Malcolm.
That as far as this movie goes, the features I want to say were A1. You know, all the features, the CGI was dope.
You know what? Let's try this. Let's go with our positives first on this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm doing all the positives first, but yeah, Idris Alba did a great job as Genie. Uh, and to Lilda Swinton.
White
I
Wedge.
can I can never pronounce her name like that, but Alita.
Alethea.
Alethea. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, she did good too. Her character was pretty, interesting. Everybody else, that was in the movie, they did good too. As far as like going into just fitting into the story and the dialogue, but all overall, the plot was just uh, it got dull towards like midway through the movie. So that was that was what the big flop was for that one. Uh, but it was honestly overall, it was still a good, solid movie based around, you know, the genie and well, Jin. My bad, they call him Jin.
That's the genie.
But yeah, his backstory was dope for sure. They should have dove more in depth with Lithia, but besides that, I'll hand it over to Eric.
Alrighty. Well,
See what he has to say about it. I think he feels the same way.
I know I missed most of like your review dealing with my puppy situation over here. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm a dog dad. Dog dads have to do what dog dads have to do. But I understand after like seeing the movie, I know we have like a similar viewpoint on it. I did feel like my whole issue with a lot of things we've been watching lately is like the buildup. Like I just feel has been like anticlimactic to a lot of things lately. So I just I really don't think this movie is something I would recommend to anyone to see like just yet. Aside from the visual effects that you get in theater, was amazing. Like I will say that like it was better than Multiverse of Madness for like visuals throughout it. very well produced. I loved the story for the first hour, like talking about like the Jin's history and everything.
The
Idris
three
Elba did an
stories,
amazing job.
the three
Amazing
story
job.
structure was really interesting to me.
hmm And like his different jars and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I think it was just he did a great job in the role. It wasn't anything on his part that he could have done different. It was the script, I think. They
Yeah.
just, like you said, like both of us in the parking lot. So when we ended up getting back and she brought him back to like her home, it was lost to me at that point. Like after that part of the movie, I was bored. Like her wishes were just not really like
Yeah.
adding up. I mean, like I get it, but like again, I still didn't understand like her wish to begin with, her main one. Like I get she had like lost her ex-husband to like he just didn't want to be there anymore, but still, the whole movie was just like it didn't do it for me. I expected more. I really wanted more genie stuff. Like I wanted to see like what it was like in the land that he was talking about, or when he said like he doesn't sleep, but then all of a sudden was like I'm sleeping, like or I'm feeling like I'm gonna sleep. You know, remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah. When he
Yeah.
goes, yeah. She said, she said like talk to me, and he couldn't even because he was getting used to their world. He was trying to
Mm.
adapt. He was trying to adapt to their world, and he wasn't used to it. So, and all that different atmosphere, it broke him down. You could tell as it went on, his beard changed color. It was going grayish white. It
Yeah.
wasn't.
Then it was back to his full rich color at the end.
Yeah, because he went back. He went back to where he belonged. But
Wish we could see where that was though.
yeah,
So
yeah, they
I don't
did
know.
all the stories and shit, but they ain't.
And with like the ghost that she saw at the beginning, how it was tying into like the genie's past lives before she even met the genie or picked up the lamp. Like, how was she seeing
Yeah,
somebody that was in like Sheba's past life? Like, why would you put that in the story, but then never explain that?
they should have dove more deep into her story for sure. Like I said, but
So I don't know. Those are my like issues. I liked it, like parts of it. I just it's not something that I think I would go see again. Aside from like just the visual effects that I got.
I was
I
gonna
don't,
say we saw it on the Dolby screen yesterday. It
yeah,
looked
that was
really-
fantastic seeing it there. I recommend seeing Dolby. Other than that, I don't recommend seeing it
it
twice.
was
I'm sorry.
beautiful.
yeah, that boy, that Dobie had my seat
Oh, and
shake.
the sound design was incredible.
Oh, you could really hear it pinpointing around.
Yeah. Um, for me, like the ending was just the killer for me because after Tilda Swinton's character ends up wishing for Jin to love her, it was kind of a weird, out of place like moment to me personally. And then from that point on, nothing of a ton of substance happens from on out. Like I get the message that they were going for and everything, but it just didn't stick for me.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. Uh,
No, but I agree with
come
you,
out,
Birdie.
her talking about love me like you did, and all the girls in the past, like on everything. Like I said, I felt like she wanted to show him that he could be loved. He, he had a past of,
I
you
love
know,
the pacing of it.
a history of unfortunate edges that led him to where he is now. But I don't know, the story could have, yeah, it was, and it was crazy how he just came. He came back at the end. So like, what? He can sneak away now. I get that he's free, but like,
Yeah.
I will
mm,
also say I did love the pacing of it to start because like right off the bat, you're in
Oh yeah, the first hour
immediately.
paced very well.
Like it, within 5 minutes, shit's already happening.
Mhm.
Like I was never bored at any point watching this movie. Like there was always something happening or building to something, but
But you never got it.
there wasn't much payoff, I will admit.
What was it building to?
It should have
You even
been.
just said it. It was building. You had that build up in the first hour. But what were we building to? I still can't figure it out.
I don't know. I kind of felt like it was leading up to her gonna be repeating the same mistakes or something, but I never at any point really felt any danger for the character or for Jin because
No.
which I don't know if we were necessarily supposed to either because this was like at the beginning of the movie they stated it's a fairy tale.
Olivia,
I don't know, man.
yeah, Olivia fumbled the bag.
Dude, she
She
screwed up
did.
her wishes, like everything.
She,
Like,
she waited to make her net two wishes, and the middle one was off of just pure emotion, not even thinking.
and like that's her heart's desire. Like the second one, like to talk and everything, and it was like, come on, like talk to me. Like,
Oh, one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie, though, which we saw in the trailer, but it still made me crack the fuck up. When the guy is shooting the arrow from the top of the castle and nails the guy in the boat, it's
Uh,
cracking up in the theater.
my boy
There were
getting
some funny
blast
moments in this.
yeah,
and
there were
big.
definitely some like humorous scenes. I will give you that. And like I am ripping on the movie a lot, like I do get that, but for how much like it was built up, it was fumbled in the end. Like that's what just makes me so upset.
I feel like the journey was the most enjoyable part. The payoff wasn't there.
Yep.
Overall, I had a good time watching it. At no point was I bored. I had a really good time watching it, and I can say I would recommend this to people who are already George Miller fans. This isn't like Mad Max where it's gonna win you over possibly and be like, "Oh, this is a really good filmmaker." Like if you like George Miller, I think you'll like this. But overall, it's a mixed package for me. So I'm gonna go a B minus for my rating on this one.
Okay. Malcolm, you want to go next or?
Yeah, I go. Like I said, overall, dope ass features. Uh, good backstory on Jen. Not so much Olivia. Besides her losing her husband. Um, the the way they went about it was truly, it was brilliant at the start, and then it rushed. They rushed at the end. They rushed. They didn't pace themselves. It was too much it was like it was too much for them to handle. It was too much for their plate. But I'll give it a solid B, like a low B.
Solid B or a low B? What is it? A
Solid,
solid
solid,
low B?
solid low B, like almost close to a B minus, like right there, right
That's so generous. That's gonna make me feel better about giving my rating then since you gave it up. We're gonna average it out real nice and smooth today, boys. I'm gonna give it a C plus. All right. I just I saw the trailer. I wanted more with the delivery in the beginning. I really thought it was gonna be like just I wasn't expecting a huge spectacle at the end, but something like something to carry me through. Like Jordy, you said you weren't bored through the movie at all. I was bored like the last like 35 minutes, bro.
I can see that as well.
It just that was just me personally. I don't know. I mean, I think Malcolm felt the same way on it, but it'll stay a C plus. I'd say see it for the visuals, but I almost That's my only reason to see it. It's just the watchability in theaters.
And I will say this, Tom Hulkenberg, the composer, the music in this was awesome.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
did really enjoy the
that
music.
was nice. I overlooked that completely. That was
I,
really
Soundtrack was pretty nice too.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say the soundtrack was really enjoyable. Like the technical aspects of this movie are all there. That's no doubt. Like in terms
not
of
all of it.
production value, no production value. Like the technical parts, the story maybe not so much, but overall, I think like the production value of this was insane. Like the
Yeah,
special effects, you could hardly tell you were looking at special effects.
through that, some of those opening scenes when the gin got released
Oh, and
was mind blowing.
some of those dream like trippy sequences
Yeah,
that happen. Oh, dude, this it was a fun watch, but not so sure I'll go back to rewatch it anytime soon.
exactly. That'll be something that you'll just like wait to come out on stream.
Yeah, I may end up liking this one a little bit more down the line, but I don't know how much more I could end up liking it. But that about wraps it up for our show today. Thank you all for tuning in to another review for the Criticorp. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons at the bottom of the screen. Before you go, we are still working at improving ourselves, and be patient and bear with us because we're still a little shaky. We're not actual critics if you haven't gotten the gist of this at this
Yeah.
point. Um, and also comment below and let us know the other movies and recommendations you guys got because we got a load off of our RR.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for all those comments. That's huge.
We will be doing some of those reviews coming up. We love the feedback. Probably Bahubali, Vikram. There's a few in there that I need to go through and add to the list. And thank you guys so much for the huge reaction to that RRR
Yeah.
video. But yeah, that about ends it. You guys got anything else to say before we sign off?
No, just we appreciate all the love you showed the video, y'all. We really do. This isn't successful without you. I'll say that every single video. We can't do this without you guys. So just keep hitting the like, keep hitting the subscribe, show your friends. We appreciate it.
Support the corp. Support the corp.